Good evening, everyone. AnthWolf here, streaming live on Twitch with our game of choice, even more Final Fantasy XIV. Where we last left off in the stream last night, we actually got to the very end of the post-Heavensward content, completing the main storyline, ending with the quest of Far End of Fate. Or the Far Edge of Fate, I should actually call it. And we were getting ourselves set up to go quite nicely into the Stormblood expansion, which is probably where we're going to go right now. Before we start though, we're going to back up to the actual starting screen here, or opening screen, and once again go through the Stormblood expansion opening cinematic. Now we'll log in with our warrior, Leonhart. And we will make a nice beginning to the Stormblood expansion. go. So yes, there's two major events that we are going to be focusing on, really. Thanks to Ilberd, in the guise of the Griffin, he has somewhat forced the Grand Alliance of Eorzea into a war once again with the Garleman Empire. Using armor, using uniforms of the Grand Companies, he attacked Baelsar's Wall, a wall stretching on the eastern border of the Black Shroud next to Gridania, making it seem like the Grand Companies were pushing to liberate Alamigo. Unfortunately, he succeeded, in addition to using Nidhogg's eyes to bring about the formation of a new primal. A primal that he was going to use to cause a second calamity upon the Empire. We will have to look into that situation at some point. We believe it's been weakened at the very least by the awakening of an Allagan device known as Omega. In addition, someone arrived from the Far East, an individual known as Gosetsu, who was seeking Lady Yagiri of Doma. Their master has called, and it seems like the Domans are once again going to be pushing out against the Empire to liberate their country as well. So we're kind of going to be fighting the Empire on perhaps two fronts now, which is what the Stormblood expansion kind of focuses on. But you may notice I don't have a lot of gil right now. That's because I ended up investing a lot of gil into my level 70 armor, including two very expensive accessories. Accessories that actually come with some materia already pre-attached. I think it was the earrings and a necklace. Yeah. So we have the Black Rillo necklace of Fending, which already has a tier 6 strength materia, a tier 6 Savage Aim, and 3 tier 5 critical, and likewise the Silver Grace earrings. They cost me a very pretty penny. I think the red glow, some items do have like materia slots, like actually my Shire weapon right now, but you can still meld materia into a weapon even if it doesn't have a slot, but the success chance of it actually occurring is very small, and you need to have another player actually do it. You can't just go to an NPC materia melder. It just won't happen. But I thought it was worthwhile as an investment, since I'm never going to probably be able to do this myself. And I actually bought them on the market board, so I probably paid an inflated cost. Because I now have... I did buy a full set of like level 70 gear, I should say. And then I ended up buying some accessories. I don't think I bought any rings or bracelets, no. Those are still something I need to purchase at some point. But, oh well, so be it. Okay, we need to get ourselves over to Mordona once again, over to Revenant's Toll. I did have a quick look around the various major cities for any new quests. There are a few. There's definitely one primal we haven't unlocked yet, and that's over in Azizlar. But these are things we can always go back and look at later. There is a lot of time. beyond the Great Wall. You can see our experience suddenly jumps up. We were only earning a tenth of that in the Heavensward expansion. Alphino is a man with a great deal on his mind.
The question is, how will the Empire respond to the disappearance of Omega and the Primal? Oh, I didn't see you there. Forgive me. Word from Baelsar's wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
Alphino, a message from the Alliance.
Seems we came at a fortuitous moment.
It's about time. Pray summon the others at once.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're waiting for the Empire to respond to the Grand Company's attack.
General Uldin reports that his forces have secured the breach in Baelsar's wall.
And what of the Primal and Omega?
There is still no sign of either at this time. He writes that they will begin a more thorough investigation shortly. And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
As expected.
The Alliance's decision to capture a part of Baelsar's wall is open to interpretation.
The wall serves to demarcate Imperial territory, Alamigo included, from the rest of Eorzea. To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
Indeed. And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
You're saying they won't fight for Alamigo? Even after everything that's happened?
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lys. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Alamigan opposition.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, Lys's, given her personal connection to the Resistance. Who better than you to broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Alamigo? Assuming you are willing, of course.
Of course I am! You know I'd like nothing more!
As for who should accompany you on said diplomatic mission, I had a mind to volunteer myself.
Well, that covers the talking part. But you just know there'll be trouble along the way. Are you available?
Indeed, as if you do have to ask.
Thanks. It means a lot knowing you'll be there. I too shall accompany you. Such endeavors are seldom hampered by a surfeit of healers.
Good point. Allow me to offer my services as well. I have spent quite enough time here of late, so I'll be coming. But we will need someone to keep an eye on things. I trust you have no objections?
None, my lady. Gladly shall I continue to serve as caretaker of the Waking Sands, and there keep watch for signs of primal and Ascian activity both.
As capable as my learned friend undoubtedly is, there are some troubles that may prove too much for a single scion, on account of which I mean to stay.
It is settled then. Let us each see to our preparations.
Ooh. We have a whole new quest accepted music now. For being in the Stormblood expansion. Very nice. And yes, another thing I forgot to mention, even though probably a lot more people knew than I did or remembered. Yida, of course, was not actually Yida, but her younger sister, Lise. Yida passed away 6 years ago, and with the help of Papalimo, Lise took up her position within the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And she's been feeling rather homesick of late, wishing to aid the Alamegan resistance to liberate Alamigo.
Ready, my friend? Well then. Tataru, I leave the rising stones in your capable hands.
Don't worry, Alphino. I'll see that the place is still standing when you come back.
Mistress Y'shtola has unfolded all. You are bound for Girabania?
Aye. The Alliance would have us make contact with the Alamegan resistance as soon as possible.
It begins then. As soon it shall in Doma, if the gods are good. 'Tis but a pity it must be now. I am sorry that we shall not be present to fight beside you in the battles to come.
You have stood with us countless times, Lady Yugiri. Pray do not apologize.
Then let us thank you instead. You and yours stood with us from the first, when we came to this land as refugees in search of sanctuary. Loath am I to think what might have become of my people, had you not extended to us the hand of friendship. We will never forget. This I solemnly swear.
Much has changed since first you set foot on these shores. Revenant's toll stands as a testament to that. I'm sure your people will manage in your absence.
Indeed. They have built a new home for themselves and no longer need me to shepherd them. The time has come for Kozetsu and I to return to our master, to our home.
I know how you feel. It's time I went home too.
Though our battlefields be 1,000 mounds apart, our purpose is one. That all men hearken to the clarion call of freedom, of liberation, from Eorzea to the far east, that they may rise up and cast down the curse of Garlemald.
Take care, you hear me? When all of this is over, we're going to celebrate, together. Just you wait.
I should like that very much. Fare you well.
Run, Lys. Run while you can. Okay, back over to the East Shroud we go. Gonna meet up at the tower bordering the wall once more. Hello there, Abba. Welcome to the stream. Okay, time to pass through Castrum Oriens and into an area known as the Fringes in Albania.
I remember crossing the border, standing in Albania once more. Me and my fellow scions, the warrior of light among us. Behind us, Baelsar's wall cutting the land in two. Freedom on one side, tyranny on the other. Tyranny and the promise of a new beginning. But one that could only be bought with flames and blood.
Okay. And here we are. We have a new staging point here. lot of things, a lot of places here on the map we'll have to unlock. Now, question. Do I need the Aether Compass here? Yes, I do. So there is a possibility that our mounts, or the mounts that are flying at least, or have flight capability, could fly here, but we will have to unlock. We'll have to unlock the regions, unlock the Aether Currents to do so. But we have a staging point here, the end of Castrum Oriens. It seems like the Grand Companies are getting ready to make a slow push. As mentioned, the Grand Companies don't want to be seen as invaders, so they want the Scions, including ourselves as the Warrior of Light, to make contact with the Alamegan Resistance, to make sure that our invasion is seen as liberation rather than invasion. Hello, Raban. Okay, let us begin. So we need to make contact with the Alamegan people. Okay, somewhere there is a black bridge that belongs to the Garlean Empire. We need to stick to the north. Lys takes the lead. Lys is eager to leave Castrum Oriens. Okay, time to head on out. See, as we're following the main storyline and doing some of the side missions here in the Fringes, we'll also be looking to unlock the Aether Currents, some of which we may not be able to do until later on, if we can't access or cross the Black Bridge. We'll see. God, I remember coming here when the Stormblood expansion was released. There was a queue all the way back up to Castrum Oriens for hours to unlock some of the progression Which is why I think I spent a lot of time skipping some of the story elements, because you just want to get through it. Okay, Abba. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for popping your head in and saying hello. Okay, before we head to the northeast, there was an Aether current to the south. Ah, there we are. Oh, ah. Oh, I totally forgot enemies might actually aggro here. We're only level 66 after all. One to the east. Actually, I think I know where that one is. Before we go to do that one, let's see if there is one further to the south. We are getting close to the Black Bridge, which we were told to avoid. I think the Fates here give some amazing experience as well. Just cause, especially here in the Fringes, just because everyone was kind of trying to boost themselves to level 70. Train from birth to kill on command the Garlean Empire's Canis Pugnaces are feared across the realm. Now reports are that several of the murdering machines have escaped their captors' fetters. They are basically armored pugs. Very good silver contribution, but still 47,000 experience. That's not too shabby. Ooh, so there's the Black Bridge, I believe. Holy hell. That's a big colossus. The enemies are very active in gaining aggro as well. Ah. Okay, now we'll continue to the north once again and let Lys lead the way to one of the influential resistance groups. Hello, Serenity. Across this river here. I'm doing excellently, thank you. Just enjoying a lazy day. Started our Stormblood expansion here. You're up to the Keeper of the Lake. Another dungeon I actually really enjoy. I had to do it recently for... I think I had to do it for one of the books, one of the relic books. Oh, the Aether Current's there. I see. Oh well, so be it. We can go grab that one later. Ah, yeah. There's actually fates that actually have bonus experience as well. I knew there was something like that going on. There's another one similar over there. Okay. So before we pop ahead and see the resistance, which I think are just to our east, let's indulge and do one of these fates, shall we? A pack of young yet bold Gagana who view the sheer cliffs surrounding Ralgir's Reach as a prime location for their new nests. If allowed to roost on the rocks, it will not be long before the birds are raiding the town's livestock. Supplies are already scarce, so a quick solution to this potential problem is sought. Damn, these enemies are tough. Oh, Christ. Wasn't meant to accidentally aggro the Dust Star here. sun's coming up. It is, ah, nice, someone's come to join us. It is 6 AM Eorzea time. Oh, really? That's not fair. I walked out the Fate area and lost all my bloody... all my beast gauge. Oh yeah, you know what? I actually totally forgot we should bring Camry in. Well, that's just me being a jerk. That would have made things go a lot smoother. God damn, I'm such an idiot. Not awake. 150,000 experience. Hello, random user. Yeah, I thought I'd look into it. Oh, wait, is this not the place? No, this is not the place I thought it was. I see. Okay. Hey, that works. God, it's been a while since I've been in the Fringes. So Ralga's reach lies just beyond. Yeah, Yashinola is using other methods to see in front of her. How is Camry doing anyway? Quite close to rank 5.
I remember the old stories, how the Breaker of Worlds came down from on high and cleft the earth with a single blow. Ralga's Reach, a holy place, and a fitting home for the Resistance, for the brave and the true, the loyal sons and daughters of Alamigo. They were waiting for us there, men and women whose souls still cried out for what was lost, for what could be ours again.
So we have Nargo, we have Nefrid, and Conrad here. The promise of a new beginning. Conrad knows the purpose of your visit and would like to give you a proper welcome. I wonder how busy Ralga's Reach is nowadays. This used to be one of the hotbeds of activity for a lot of players doing some of the endgame content when I was playing last, which I think was the 4.1 patch, but I think there's been 2 or 3 patches since then. So, a few things may have changed. There may be a new, I suppose, base of operations for people to stand around in. You alright there, Serenity? I know what you're all standing around here for. Unfortunately, they're not there for myself right now. There are NPCs that are in that little area there. Ah, you're still waiting. I understand. Okay.
Allow me to welcome you once more to Ralga's Reach, our humble headquarters. My name is Conrad Kemp, and I have the dubious honor of overseeing operations here.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Master Kemp. I am Alphino Leveilleur of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, as are my comrades. Before I speak of our purpose here, pray allow me to thank you for sheltering Ida, forgive me, Lys, and Papalimo at great risk to yourselves.
No, there's no need for that. They risked their necks for us enough times. 'Twas the least we could do.
I wanted to, I mean, about the mask and...
Ah, don't fret over that. You're not the first person to take up arms against the Empire under a false name. We'd do the same if we had any sense. My condolences for your loss, child.
Papalimo laid down his life to save us, to give us a chance to make a better future for ourselves. There will never be a better time to drive the Garleans from our lands. But we have to take the lead on this. We can't leave it to fanatics like Ilberd.
More than a few of our people were taken in by his promises. Followed him all the way to the wall. Good men and women who never came back. When Monargo told us what had happened, how the bastard had made sacrifices of them for his twisted ritual, by Rolga it filled me with an unholy fury. But what's done is done. Best we can do now is see that it wasn't all in vain.
That is why we are here today, sir. To see that some good comes of this tragedy. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, we do hereby extend a formal offer of military assistance to the Alamegan resistance.
Do you now? Well, go on then. I'm sure there's more to it than that. So that's the way of it, eh? The Alliance, hoping to avoid a direct confrontation with the superior forces of the Empire, wishes to engage them by proxy with our vastly inferior ones. My comrades and I must confer on your proposal. A moment, if you please.
Of course, Master Camp. Take all the time you require.
Might as well see what everyone thinks of the situation. A haven for the bold. Alphino is wondering how best to make use of your leisure. Oh. This is the armor we're kind of currently wearing. Which we could now sell to someone else on the marketplace. Or we could get free tier 5 determination materia. How curious. Hello, Blue Seed. Yes, I do miss Papalimo. But I am a sucker for the whole the self-sacrifice cliche as well, I openly admit. Okay. So while the Resistance are conferring on our offer, we can go explore. Oh, yes. Okay. I'll leave them all to it. Beast women, you say? Oh, hi. I see. So the Nata can use their magics to twist metals and crystals into various shapes. So in the 5th astral era, a burning star appeared, and they believed that it was this, well, their deity, Ralga. I have my own theory. Something in the back of my mind that's part of the storyline I can't quite recall. But something we may discover later. If I am remembering correctly, which I may not be. Let's say it has been a while. Oh dear. I haven't done Guild Hess in a little while, actually. I still need to do the level 41 known as Ward Up. You've been sitting in a queue for an hour, though. I know that pain. Unfortunately, Blue Seed. So we have the infirmary here. Are some of the later Guild Hests worth it? Oh, I was going to say you're doing it to unlock the Mentor Roulette. You know what? I've never done that before. I see. Yeah, there's a lot of roulettes that I have yet to unlock. I don't think I'd ever unlocked the Alliance raids before. And I only unlocked that from doing the Void Arc, I think, and the Weeping City. But I don't think I'd unlocked that even on my main character. But I think they have played around with the duty roulette since I last played. There's an RP going on in Uldar, is there? Hey. God, I remember those days when I used to be part of an RP guild or an RP3 company. This Anata here is really curious how to use a bow and arrow. She keeps getting ready and then stopping. Resistance tokens. I've heard about resistance tokens. I have no idea what they're used for just yet. I think you get some decent armor, actually. Let's actually pop my head in. See what we can get. Look at weapons. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. So with 9 resistance tokens, you can get an item level 350 weapon. That's just a normal one, I imagine. Yeah, it's the same. Okay. What about high quality? You need 27? I wonder how easy it is to get resistance tokens. This wasn't here when I was playing previously. Oh well, I guess we'll find out in the future. So they're earning resistance tokens, and then you can use them to get item level 360 here, along with Favnarian Rain. Interesting. I think back in 4.1, some of the best weapons and armor were item level 330, and that was from doing some normal or savage 8-man raids. But now I think the highest at the moment is item level 370. Obviously, we do have quite a bit of work ahead of us. We're not really doing any collectibles or scripts right now. That's for if you're doing some gathering or crafting. Obviously, we've already popped ahead here to the Aetheryte Plaza previously. We're popping our head into where there are various just NPCs, the general merchants and such. So we'll take some. I guess we'll take some of the fending gear, even though we're actually wearing it right now. But we'll sell this probably on the marketplace, since it covers 5 classes. So anyone of those 5 classes could actually pick it up and buy it off us. I guess I'll try to make a little bit of gil. So, what potions do you have? Their accessories. Don't sell any potions. How curious. Oh well, so be it. A bargain struck. Alice is nodding approvingly at the Sultlers.
Thank you all for waiting. We have reached a consensus. I, Conrad Kemp, do hereby accept the Eorzean Alliance's proposal. You must understand, however, that our cooperation comes with certain caveats.
Those caveats being...
I take no joy in this, just so you know. Were it within my power, I'd offer you more assistance. But the Resistance is far more fragmented than you realize. The men and women in my care belong to but one of many factions. Simply put, I can only speak for the people of Rolga's Reach. Now, I have every intention of appealing to the others, and I expect many will agree, but it will take time, and I cannot guarantee universal support.
Understood. I shall see that the Alliance is under no misapprehensions as to your position.
Much obliged. But that's not the whole of it. As you can imagine, the loss of those who cast their lot with the Griffin left us short on numbers. Some of our most trusted veterans died at the Wall, and we've had to fill their posts with the young and inexperienced. Frankly, everything's in a right bloody mess.
Oh, we'd be more than happy to help you get back on your feet. If we're going to work together, we'll be doing ourselves a favor.
Well, there's no shortage of work to be done, that's for sure. We're in dire need of new blood, too.
Ishtola and I could lend a hand in the infirmary. From what I saw, they could do with a few more healers.
Very well. I, for my part, shall return to the Rising Stones. I'm certain there are others among the Scions who would welcome the opportunity to fight for Alamegan liberation.
Is there anything else we can do to help?
I had something else in mind for you lot. Monargo and Mefrid will tell you more.
Understood. We won't let you down.
Should we take the free critical hit materia? We could use that in the future. Alternatively, we could try to sell them on the marketplace ourselves, or we could take one of the bits of armor. Decisions. I'm not really one for materia melding, not right now, which is why I ended up spending a few million gil on pre-made or pre-materiaed armor. Yeah, we'll take the healing items because I think they might sell well. We'll take our chance. Aether Compass may now be used to locate Aether currents in the new regions. Yes, we knew that already. So, we will probably end up taking a break here for the rest of the evening, but Conrad's sub-commanders, Nargo and Nefrid, will each wish to give us a quest chain to earn a bit more support with the Alamegan resistance. Is there a market board here? Actually, it doesn't really matter if there is one or not. There is a summoning bell. So we could try and sell those 2 bits of armor on the market board. Ooh, we have a new side mission as well. Sights of Crimson and Dawn. That'll probably get us another Aether Current. So we've only entered 1 region of Stormblood right now, the Fringes. There are 10 exploration Aether Currents and 5 we'd receive from completing quests. Okay, let's go pop a head down to the Summoning Bell. But we're kind of just going to wind ourselves down. We won't continue the main storyline for the moment. Summoning Bell. This is normally something I do off stream. I might as well show it off. So how much would that sell for? Not a great deal. Ah, that's fine. We'll be that guy who undercuts everyone. Cause I'm a dick. Also, it just pushes the sale a bit quicker. I don't mind earning a little bit less skill. There you go. We'll see if those sell. So yeah, unfortunately, I was hoping there's a series of NPCs and merchants on the east side of the Reach here, and I was wondering if they were actually we could go find out. I was wondering if we could use our Tomestones of Poetics with those NPCs. But I can go find out. Let's log in with Fujin. May as well. Yeah, I'm gonna have to actually get mining with Fujin. She actually is a really decent miner. So I'm probably going to get her mining to sell a few items on the marketplace, the raw materials. That's how I actually ended up making about 30 million gil. Just mining for a few weeks. Because I was planning to buy a medium-sized house in the new residential zone. Okay, we need to go to Ralga's Reach. Okay. It's like we never left. So, Tomestone exchange. Do I have any tomestones? I do. I'm actually maxed out. Oh. No, you can only use tomestones of creation and mendacity. Well, mendacity is the latest. Oh. I actually have a few of them. What item level armor can I get for... Ooh, 360. Interesting. And it is blue gear, so it is, like, slightly better than just the standard armor you could get. I wonder if this is better than the resistance armor. Might have to look into it. I'm hoping once we hit level 70... Let's have a look at the roulettes. So yeah, we would get Tomestones of Creation and Mendacity. So I'm hoping those become available once we hit level 70. They may not become available until we get to a certain point in the main storyline, which could be a possibility. I see, we haven't unlocked the level 70 dungeon duty roulette just yet. We haven't unlocked the normal raids yet either, with our other character, with Leonhardt. Oh well. All things yet to come. Okay. So we'll take a break. As I say, I'll take a break for this evening. And over my free time, either further tonight or while I'm at work tomorrow, I will get some mining on the go to make some more gil. And when we come back, we will be assisting the Alamegan Resistance. We'll be probably speaking to Nephrid or Nargo, one or the other, and just trying to bolster their forces, help their recruits. And while that's all happening, hopefully Conrad can speak some sense into the other Resistance factions to get them on our side as well. But this has been AnthWolf. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for interacting. It's always nice, actually, which is why I'm enjoying streaming this game rather than recording it. It's just nice to have a bit of conversation rather than just me sitting all on my lonesome. It was always weird starting Let's Playing 5 years ago now, and you're just sitting in a room talking to yourself. It's something to get used to. Either way, no, thank you all for watching, and yeah, hopefully I'll catch you sometime through next week. As I say, I'll be recording, I'll be streaming in the evenings for the next couple of days after I get in from work, but otherwise we'll just see how we get on in the Stormblood expansion. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye now.